In this video, I'm going to share with you how to buy your first rental property in today's market, anywhere, anytime. So, my name is Raul Baluf and I help people start and scale the real estate investing business, all virtual, online to 6 figures or more. Now, the topic today at hand is your first rental property. I know that buying real estate can be a little scary, or maybe you just don't have the money or the credit, maybe you just don't know how. And it can be pretty annoying if you don't know how to do it. And after doing this for 8+ years and buying many rentals, I could tell you there's many different ways to do it. And there's no right or wrong answer. And today I'm going to share with you 4 different ways that I like buying rental properties for you in this given economy in this time. Number 1 is the traditional 3 to 20% down on a conventional or FHA loan to buy a property. So Raul, what does that mean? Well, let's say you find a property that you want to buy in your city. If you go and finance it with a regular bank, such as Chase, Wells Fargo, Citibank, they will ask you to put typically 20% down for investment property, or if you're going to live in it, 3 to 5% down. And that is one way you can buy a property. You will need good credit and you will need some down payment to purchase it. And if that's not your favorite way because you don't have any credit or don't have any money, that's fine. But this is just one way. Actually, I've never personally purchased a property that way, but I do know it is a very common way. If you do have that good credit, definitely look into that. Number 2, let's say you have some cash. Let's say you have some money saved up from your job, maybe from a business or a side hustle you've been doing, and you want to get into your first rental property. What you can do is find someone that can be on the deal with you for credit. So they put their credit for the loan on the bank, and you put the money as down payment. And you give them a piece of the deal, you give them some money every month, whatever you want to structure with them, it's cool with you. Maybe you give them a couple $1,000 up front, up to you. Now, with those first 2 options, although they're very good in the sense of you can get started for a little cost, I would be careful and really do your research in your hometown. Ask an attorney, ask your mortgage person, ask the bank. Make sure you get all your ducks in a row as far as payments, credit, money that you need down payment, closing costs. Those are all things that come into play. And this is just a general understanding of how it can work. And if you're gonna get someone else's credit involved, please make sure you have a very good plan with the property. Make sure you're gonna make money with it and it's not gonna be messing with anybody because you don't wanna be messing with people's credit. Way number 3, find a deal that is a good deal, that makes sense, that you wanna purchase as a rental. Partner with someone and go 50-50. Partner with someone with cash and go 50-50. Number 1 and 2 involve banks. Number 3 and 4 are not gonna involve banks. Let's say the house is $100,000. Find a friend, a family member, an investor, someone that has $100,000 in cash that would put the cash for you to purchase the house. And then you guys go 50-50 on the deal. So I love that partnership. That's how I built my first 10 rental properties down here in Miami, Florida. I found people who had money, I found the deals, and I did all the work, and we went 50-50. We rented them, we got them stabilized, we fixed them up, and then we refinanced with banks and made a ton of money, and it was great. So good partnerships can be awesome, but you have to think, you have to put in something. If they're gonna put in the money, you gotta put in the work, you gotta find the deal, you gotta put in the time. You have to make it easy for this investor to just park his money. You guys go 50-50 on the rent or whatever, and now everybody's happy. Number 4, we use a hard money lender or private lender. A hard money lender is a company that lends you money to buy a beat up house, right? The houses are a little sideways, the houses that are kind of crappy and need new floors and new roof. Banks like Wells Fargo won't lend on that. Hard money lenders lend on that at a higher interest rate. Now, typically, hard money lenders will ask you to put 20 to 30% down. So if the property's $100,000, they're gonna ask you to put $20,000 down. So what we do is we then borrow those $20,000 from someone else. So it's a lot easier to borrow $20,000 than $100,000. And instead of giving 50% of the deal up, you just give them an interest rate on their money, okay? And you can structure this however you want, and then eventually you refinance it with a bank, you pay all these people off, and you're good to go. So I know that was a lot of info. That's 4 different ways you can get creative in today's market to purchase houses in Florida, in Georgia, in California. Well, maybe not California. You guys are crazy over there. In Texas, there's a lot of different ways you can buy. Pick the way that works best for you. Maybe it's a few different ways. Maybe it's number 1 and number 4. Up to you. Go out there, crush it. If you like what you saw, feel free to subscribe, like me on the YouTube, click the bell for the notification. Follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.